NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From State Farm Arena, tonight it's the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets control the tap. To Durant. Harden to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. To Trae Young. From long range, his first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Durant against Clint Capella. Sets him up, throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
With a drop step, with the basket after a nice drop step.
Old school equals high percentage.
KD with the rock. To Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. To Harden. Has a look. Harden with a shot, won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
From the outside, no good. To Trae Young. Here comes the screen. Trae Young. Jordan to Irving. With a drop step. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Jordan. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. It's the Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Harden with the basketball. He'll run the offense to Jordan. Durant. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
To Trae Young. Capella down low. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Fires the 3. Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
Irving to Harden. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
And he can't convert the free throw. Hawks have it.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you, me and you.
Here comes the screen. Has a chance. No good. Irving to Durant. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Trae Young. Here comes the screen. The drive right to the basket. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Durant to Irving. Good look that time, but off the mark. Gets it down to Capella. And scores. Strong take. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
Listen up, fans. Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Into the game for Brooklyn.
Harden to Irving. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Trae Young, and good work defensively as the pass is taken away. James Harden. First couple didn't go. That one is true. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Durant with the basketball up top. It's a 1-point game, 13-12. Here comes the screen. Harden to Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out. Jay, I'm surprised. He had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Trae Young. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Jordan to Durant. Here's Rondo with it. Leads one. Trae Young. Lets it fly from long range. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Durant. That pass stolen by the Hawks. Capella. To Trae Young. Can't connect. Irving into the front court. They trail by one. To Durant. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Short jumper misses. Rondo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. Trae Young. Kevin Durant with the rock. To Harden. Down low to Jordan. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
DeAndre Jordan at the line. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Into the front court comes Rondo. Down a point. Driving right to the basket. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover. Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Done. Probing the defense. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 31, Jarrett Allen.
Screen come.
2 minutes left.
Durant.
First quarter.
Off the mark. To Chris Dunn. Nothing going here on that drive. The The Hawks with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Durant across the timeline. Down by 1. Nothing going here on that drive. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Here's Atlanta.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Surveys the floor. Sizing up the defense. Has a look. Wide open look. Won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
To Durant. Oh, errant pass as it's taken away. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna do this.
To Durant. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. That misses with a second to go. The first quarter's complete. The Hawks with the lead. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
5 to shoot for Atlanta. Beyond the arc for 3. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Rondo with the basketball. Leads just a point.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Nets have the basketball.
Watch that cut.
Now a steal by Atlanta.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Done. Able to convert inside.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. 5-point game. Danilo Gallinari with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Tyler Johnson. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 7, Kevin Durant. Stepping in for the Hawks, number 21.
Done. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Done. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Dinwiddie into the front court. They trail by 7. To Durant. Fires the three. That's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
It's Atlanta ball. Probing the defense. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Not that time. Ah, no good. Done. Tyler Johnson, huge block. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one goes down.
Into the game, number 31 and number 11.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Durant. Takes stock of the floor. To Durant. Kevin Durant. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Trae Young. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To Durant. To Harden. James Harden. 2 of 4 now.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Here comes the screen. Deep 2 there, won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Durant to Irving. That's no good. To Trae Young. Shot won't go. Harden to Durant. Irving for Durant, down low. Can't connect. Hawks with the basketball. Not that time.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Irving. Not done yet. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Trae Young. They work it to Capella. Down low. Off the iron. It came out. Kyrie across the timeline. Down just a couple. Durant. Capella's on him. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there. DeAndre Jordan swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Harden. To Durant.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Great dish to set it up. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Number 32, Chris Dunn.
Runner's good there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Brooklyn's got it. Durant, guarded by Clint Capella. Irving to Harden. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Chris Dunn. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Number 30 to the line, shooting 2.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Here's Irving into the front court. They trail by 1. Harden to Irving. The drive right to the basket. Clint Capella pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
The shot almost. And he finishes at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Harden. To Irving. Going to launch beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended. To Chris Dunn. For 3, yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Irving to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Nice finish at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Irving with the basketball. Margins 8. To Harden. Oh, he had him there for a second. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Kyrie Irving for 2. Kyrie Irving. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
1 minute left in the second quarter.
Down low, Capella throws it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Irving. Clint Capella sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
DeAndre Jordan snatching it out of the air. Time expires to end the first half. The Hawks with the lead.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Hawks have the lead, but not by much. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Atlanta Hawks. Have a look. These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game traffic. Steals.
That must have been a difficult half of basketball for these coaches to watch. Neither team was able to hold on to the ball, as you can see by the steals in these highlights. Still, some credit should go to the guys with the active hands.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. To Trae Young. Here comes the screen.
No, he can't guard you out here.
Short jumper won't fall.
They've been getting open looks, makeable shots that just can't find their way in, but it makes these next few offensive possessions down the stretch even more important.
Trae Young. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to...
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Trae Young. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Capella. Clint Capella. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
It goes down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Trae Young. Shot from in close, no good. Into the front court, it's Irving. His guy's down 3. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Harden. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Deep left corner. Harden to Irving. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Ah, scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
I got ball. Hey, watch this screen left.
Short jumper won't go down. Irving brings the ball up court. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense to Harden. Here's a chance from long range. Smothering D. Missed a wide open look. Irving into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. Harden to Durant. Kyrie gets a look, can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And counted at the rim.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Harden over to the right side to Harden. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. James Harden trying to cash in. Off the mark. Well contested.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Short jumper off the mark. Kyrie across the timeline. They're down 3. Durant. That pass stolen by the Hawks. Driving right to the basket, and he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Trae Young at the line.
Shooting 2.
And hits the first free throw.
Subbing in for number 0. Subbing in for Atlanta, number 10.
Goes 2 for 2. Durant with the basketball up top. The deficit now up to 5. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Hawks have it to Trae Young. Oh, had him going there for a second. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Nothing going here on that drive. Durant lets it fly. Gets a shot up off the mark. From long range.
To number 0. That's his first personal foul.
Trae Young is going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. And he hits the second.
Number 8, Spencer Dinwiddie. Into the game for the Atlanta Hawks. Number 50, Danilo Gallinari.
Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Curling inside. Clint Capella rejects it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Jordan. Rebound comes to Atlanta.
You gotta get up on that.
To Trae Young.
Come on, please. Give me the ball. Give me the ball.
Nothing going here on that drive. Cleans the offensive glass. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter.
Game programs have player bios, team stats.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Game program from a team representative at any one of our main entrances around the arena.
To Dinwiddie. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Here comes the screen. Fires the 3. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Dinwiddie. Durant. Off the assist.
In the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's Brooklyn's ball. To Durant. Gets it at the top of the key. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Capella down low.
Shooter.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Durant. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Ah, that's a 24-second violation. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Entering the game for the Brooklyn Nets, number 16.
To Chris Dunn. 4-3. Tough shot there for Chris Dunn. No good. To Dinwiddie. Beyond the arc for 3. Spencer Dinwiddie, no problem. Contested, hits the 3.
Oh, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
From the painted area, won't go down. Dinwiddie into the front court. The deficit is 6. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Screen coming.
Screen right.
Rondo. Off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Nets have it. Surveys the floor. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And the finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Dinwiddie. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Down to 5 on the 24.
Shot, box out.
Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it. It's a 3.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Hawks with the lead. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And this one looked like it might be a mismatch coming in. But, Jay, this has been a much closer game than anybody could have bargained for.
Well, these are the moments within the games where the team with the lead gets a little bit tight. When a team who's down, who has the firepower that this team does,
Durant follows up with the putback.
nice work by KD there to stay with the ball and follow through with a strong finish.
Here's Rondo with it. His team up by 1. Trae Young with the interception.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Clint Capella sends it away. Fourth this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Durant. Down the lane. Shot won't fall. Rondo into the front court. Leads just a point. Nothing going here on that drive. Rondo to the basket, but he can't finish. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both, and you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
First free throw is good. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To Durant. To Harden. For 3. Not that time. He missed it. Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Sizing up the defense. Blocked away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Harden against Clint Capella. To Durant. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Durant. And a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
To Durant. Short jumper off the mark. To Trae Young. gets it down to Capella. Shot from the lane won't go. Harden with it up top. His guys down 3. Won't go. To Trae Young. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Harden. And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Trae Young to Capella. Whoa, what a finish.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Harden. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Now the Hawks coach gonna call a timeout as he'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
You're going to see the best players make in-game adjustments on the fly. The intellect of some of these superstars is off the charts. Your ability to adapt and move forward as quickly as possible in the most efficient manner will determine whether you win this game or not.
My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
To Capella. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. Here's Irving into the front court. Down 3. Durant to Harden. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Harden shoots. Doesn't get the bounce. To Capella. Here's a chance from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Here's Atlanta. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
The screen sets him up for 2.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Shot no good there by Gallinari. Irving with the basketball. They're down 3. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
From long range, Brooklyn secures the rebound. Harden in possession. His guys now trailing by a point. Irving to Harden. Give him 2 points. High percentage. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
To Trae Young. Finds to shoot for Atlanta. Has a look. He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free?
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Here comes the screen. Harden against Clint Capella. Goes to the right side. Irving to Harden. Fires the 3, and James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Harden in possession. All tied up. Just underway in this fourth quarter. To Capella. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
All right, that was a little bit of a gamble there, but not a terrible move sending him to the free throw line.
Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. To Harden. And the basket good at the rim.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Trae Young.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. DeAndre Jordan able to recover with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Trae Young. Here comes the screen. Trae Young. And stuffs it home.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Into the front court, it's Irving. The lead is 2. To Harden. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Clint Capella with a piece. Ooh, 5 now.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Trae Young. Not that time. James Harden at the controls.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
Watch the cutter, man.
Probing the defense. Harden against Clint Capella. The jumper's off the mark.
And I'm telling you from personal experience, those are the ones that keep you up late at night. A point-blank miss right there. Gotta make those.
To Trae Young. Here comes the screen. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Trae Young. To Capella. DeAndre Jordan. Tips it. 24-second violation. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad just when they needed it.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. The Hawks will use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
And an intentional foul here in the closing moments, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game.
We're accepting non-perishable food items for the homeless in our community.
Trying to cash in. Not that time. It's the Nets who are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up.
This team did everything they could do to secure the win. Great job by both the players and the coaching staff.
Check out the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets. The Hawks must be devastated after such a close loss. They definitely put in the effort down low, but it ultimately wasn't enough to turn the tide in their favor. Check out the leading scores for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
DeAndre Jordan was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
cold.
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.